And it's not even released yet.
Yeah, it's out actually today.
Is it today?
In Ireland and next week then in the UK.
In the UK. And I'm told, is it true, that this is the biggest advance sales of any of your singles to date?
Yeah, it is. On a single it is, yeah, which is great. Well, obviously, but I think it's part of the Uptown Girl single, which was obviously for Comic Relief.
Okay.
But it's our biggest pre-sale as well on the album, which is fantastic news, you know. So.
You're thinking that it will make the 13th #1, right?
Hopefully, yeah, that's the plan. You know, we don't really expect anything to get #2 or less, so that would be the plan. But it is. I mean, it's getting a great feedback. You know, I have to say it's been in the past 3 years. I'd say. I mean, we would say that it's been the best reaction run up to a single that we've had in 3 years.
It's funny though, because this song has been covered
100 times.
100 times, I believe. Yeah.
99 times. Or the
well, what attracted you to it?
It was Louis' idea, really. He came into us with the song. We all knew the song. We knew from the Josh Groban version, which was huge in America. And when we heard it, we were actually a bit unsure whether we'd be able to do it or not, or whether it was a bit too different for us.
Yeah.
But then obviously we went into the studio, recorded it, and when we heard the finished result, it was like we knew straight away it was going to be our first single. There was a few other songs that we were kind of, you know, we were like, oh, that's definitely the first single. But then when this came in, it just overtook everything else that we had. And it was just like this.
This is off the Face to Face album that's coming
out.
Yes.
Now,
that's out in a week's time.
Well, you see, other than you doing the duet with Diana Ross, I really don't know much about this album.
Well, the album is basically that we spent the last 2 years making it, Jerry. It's kind of, since we did the Rat Pack last year, we wanted to kind of take 2 years and find kind of the best 12 pop songs we could. And, you know, we went through about over 100 songs. You know, like saying no to a lot of people, obviously, but we got 12 of the best songs we feel that is out there at the moment, you know, for a band like us to record, and we feel it's our best album that we've made as a collective. It's like it's 12 songs, it's over, and you want to get back to the start straight away, rather than having 19 or 20 songs.
But I mean, how on earth did you talk one of the great world divas of Diana Ross to come?
That's Louis.
That's the magic of Louis Walsh.
Is that Louis did that?
He chanced his arm, yeah.
And it
got
paid
away
off.
with it, yeah, exactly.
Have you met Diana? You didn't record this together now, though? No. So how was it?
Shane met her. We were at the Elton John party during summer, and she was sitting at the table next to us. So Louis introduced us to her, and we chatted away for 5 or 10 minutes. And then when we walked away from it, he kind of said, "That'd be a good idea for a duet." And we were like, yeah. So he just went away and made a phone call the next day, and she was interested. So it was excellent. It was unbelievable.
Did she know who Westlife were?
Yeah, she knew who Westlife were, yeah.
That's fantastic.
She actually has a picture of us on her wall.
Yeah. She's a poster boy.
You don't be fooling yourself. She's a picture of me.
So she did her bit in America, in Los Angeles. You did your bit here, and the two things are together.
Yeah,
that's right. Actually, the same will probably happen with the video. We're shooting a video for her quite soon, and it'll probably be that we'll do our stuff in London, and the wonders of modern technology, and she'll do hers in America. So, and then hopefully it'll all come together, and there's talk for maybe coming over and doing some TVs over to the UK if she's able to do that. We're not sure. She's a very busy lady.
How exciting would that be?
It's great because it's our Christmas single as well, and we haven't gone for the Christmas #1 in 5 years now, so we're going to go for it this year.
The one with Diana Ross, that's going to be released for Christmas.
It's out Christmas week, 19th I think it's out. So we're going to go for it and hope for the best.
Oh, I hope it does. I hope it does. Since we last spoke, you've become a proud father.
I have, yeah.
I haven't seen you. What, she's 12 weeks or so now?
Yeah, she's 12 weeks last Saturday, so yeah, tomorrow she'll be 13 weeks.
How are you getting on?
It's great. It's fantastic. Like it's hard, to be honest. When I'm away from her, I'm really like missing her, you know. But like the picture messages on phones now is great. She sends a little message of her like giggling and stuff like that now. And
are you good, Dad? I mean, are you up in the middle of the night? Do you do all the messy little jobs?
I do, yeah. No, totally. I'm a full-on, obviously, dad, if you like. I changing nappies and all that. I'm kind of a professional at that now. I love doing that. But yeah, if I'm working the next day, Julian will do the night feeds. But if I have a day off, that means I'm up all night.
You'll do the business.
But she's sleeping now for 10 hours. She slept for 10 hours there the other night. So,
makes a big difference, doesn't it?
Yeah, she's sleeping like right through the night now. But she has to get, about 7 o'clock she wakes up, and she has to get up in the pillow beside us in the bed, so then she goes back to sleep again.
And would you sing all of Westlife's hits to her?
I've sang every song to her so far,
she knows them
She's
all.
starting to actually getting the choruses now and stuff like that. Yeah.
Which is her favourite?
I don't know, Jerry, I haven't asked her yet.
She likes Robbie, doesn't she?
She likes Robbie, actually, yeah.
Oh, she likes Robbie?
She did. She was watching Robbie the other night, Rock DJ.
You all have met her, haven't you? I take it you all have seen her and you all...
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
All don't over, I imagine.
Yeah, of course.
Mark, you've had news too. Your news came out a couple of weeks back as well.
Yes.
When you said I'm sure you were very worried about coming out to say that you were gay, but the reaction has not been adverse at all.
No, it's been fine, to be honest with you. I wasn't necessarily worried. I suppose I was anxious, to see what people's reaction would be, just out of interest. But I wasn't really worried, because the whole thing about getting to the point of when you're ready to come out is kind of not really worrying what other people are how people are gonna react anyway, And but I mean, it was definitely interesting to see the reaction, but there was 100% support, and literally not one person has said one negative thing about it to me. Fantastic. Anyway. And it's been great, to be honest with you. It's been absolutely...
Has it been a relief
perfect
for you too?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think anyone will tell you, that if you do come out, that it absolutely is a big weight off your shoulders. It's just, you just don't like kind of having this thing to yourself, if you know what I mean. It's something just like anybody else that you want to kind of almost celebrate with everybody, if you know what I mean. And everyone's been fantastic about it.
Well, now you can get on with your life, and you can get on with the band. And I imagine the boys have been very supportive too.
Oh yeah, I mean, I told them ages ago, so it's no news to them. But everyone, literally family, friends, fans, everybody. I'm like, literally not one person has said other than like full support, which is good.
It's your business and your business only.
Exactly.
Nicky, two of you are now married. The other two are in stable relationship.
Not to each other.
Not to each other. And the other two...
say that every time somebody says that.
Has the dynamic of the band changed now?
There's only 4 of us.
For a start, yeah.
That's one step.
Yeah, I mean, obviously the Brian issue changed the dynamics, hugely. And the good thing about the whole Brian thing was we never fell out with him. It's he's a great lad, and he's we went through a tough time, I think, in the media and stuff, and we managed to come through, because I think a lot of bands like us, I think everybody worried at a point that we might not make it through and not survive. And I can remember the first night in Belfast, the worried look on people's faces, even our family members, even the likes of Georgina and Gillian and Louis, even our parents, because we knew we had to get out there and nail it and do it, and we managed to do that. So in that sense, the dynamics has definitely changed. But in terms of being married and stuff, I think we've always been a band that I saw, touch wood, I mean, we've always been a band that have had kind of good songs from the very beginning, if you know what I mean. We've been lucky in that sense. So we never really, what would you say, kind of struggled, if you know what I mean. So
yeah, but you're 4 grown men now with responsibilities.
Absolutely.
Which you hadn't had 7 years ago.
And I don't think people really do think they're going to physically absolutely, or actually marry you, should I say. Do you know what I mean? Maybe at some stage, I don't know, maybe somebody still does out there, I don't know. But do you know what I mean? It's not about, us being sex symbols or, teeny boppers on your wall. I think we went through that phase, and now we've become a band that, we sing just good pop songs,
Cian, I'm sure the 4 of you talk about the future, and I'm sure you think, what do we do? What do you talk about when you look 12 months, 36 months ahead?
It's mad, really, because
chat about it last week.
12 months ahead is very easy to see. We know that if this album is what we want it to be, which is a great album, and hopefully all the fans will really enjoy it, we'll go on tour early part of next year. We'll be announcing dates for that pretty soon, and then after that, it's a matter of we'll make sure we have a nice holiday next summer and look at recording a new album. That's what we kind of do. You have to do it on a yearly basis. If you don't do it on a yearly basis, I think you'll fall into a trap. Yeah. And we've been very, very good, and we're all very honest with each other, which is one of the main reasons why we're still sitting here, is because if any of us we've never had hidden agendas, we've never had anything going on that's not a part of Westlife that we haven't shared with anybody, we haven't tried to follow any other careers while doing Westlife, and I think that's the most important thing. As long as we stay true to ourselves, as long as we stay true to each other, then there's no reason, if people are still enjoying our music, just because we're a boy band, doesn't mean we're going to go away. It's like people can say whatever they want about us in the media, journalists, that want to knock what we do, anybody. We're not doing it for them, we're doing it for ourselves, we're doing it for the fans, and after that, we don't really care.
So when you see the future, you see the 4 of you, that's what you see?
Yeah. We're enjoying the 4 of us, another 5 albums, hopefully.
Yeah, that's what we want. We were chatting about it last night, and you were saying there about relationships and stuff like that, but it makes us more kind of eager now to keep it going. We'd love to be sitting there in 5 years' time on our 13th album, with
20 number ones.
Genuinely, you would love.
We want to get to 20 number ones. That's what we'd love to get, and that could take us another 4 or 5 years. But even at that stage, if we're still enjoying it and making great music, and people are coming to see us, why? It's at the end of the day, it's a job. Why would we end it? Like, we could keep going till whenever, as long as we're happy and our families are happy and the songs are there. we'll record them. That's the way we
Well,
look
you've
at it.
been coming up here for 7 years, and I thank you for that, and you've never missed an
thank you.
opportunity
Thanks for having us.
to do the
We'll
Kelly.
miss it this time next year.
But don't, you'll have me in tears. But I mean, so you haven't changed. What keeps you anchored to the ground, Mark? Because it's so easy to take everything that you have for granted.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't know exactly. I mean, it's something that probably we don't think about a lot, but and I think that fact is probably a good thing. We don't necessarily think about, say, how famous we might be, or how much money we have, or whatever, or anything like that. We kind of, I don't know. I suppose it's kind of in our upbringing. We really do literally appreciate everything we have. None of us came from, two sort of well-off or two sort of not well-off of backgrounds, so we just kind of came from normal places, normal families, and we've been kind of brought up to appreciate things, if you know what I mean, when we get them, and we really do appreciate this, and we don't kind of see ourselves really as anything apart from what we are, which is a bunch of lads that got very, very lucky, if you know what I mean. And,
Well, I think you're absolutely right. I think that's part of your success and part of your appeal. You're going to sing